What's going on? It's Frank back with another Frank Look At, and holy moly, it is day 200 for the Frank Look At. I'm so excited that we got here. I felt like these last 100 days, I kind of was a bit more in my feels a bit about like what we would talk about, a bit more, I don't know, just talking about how I feel instead of other stuff that's going on around me, which is fine. I wish I did more. But yeah, I'm just filming it like this, just so you know, because it's kind of like how I've been filming all the ones these past 100 days. So without further ado, let's get watching. It's about stuff that's happened. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace. It wasn't a bad game, but Fred Warner's out for the season now, so that fucking sucks.
Yeah, I always have to stay late on Mondays. Just it's how we go, and I get paid for it. I always stay an hour later on Mondays. But this Monday, because at the school I coach at, they had Monday off, so like we'll start practice at 3:30. And I was like, damn it! It's like I'm gonna be late.
Hey everybody, it's Austin coming back to you with another Frank Look At. Coming off just an absolutely action-packed weekend. Can't wait to tell you guys all about it. But first things first, you know, really lucky to be coming in on this Tuesday. That's basically a Monday because I had a long weekend. Shout out to those of you who did not have a long weekend.
I think I said this on Monday, but it's the first day this week. This is the first week I'm actually wearing sweats. I have like track bottoms, like joggers that I wear. It gets cold. This is the day before a game, or the county's game of the week, which is the second time we've got that this year. So that's pretty cool. I had, a bit to drink tonight. Another win means more drinking. But this win means more than any other win so far. It's been a long day today. For one, I really have to pee. I should have actually peed before I filmed this Frank Look At, but we're filming it first. It's the day after the game. I didn't go to sleep until like 12:30, and I had a bit to drink. But then, this is actually the second time I've done this, where I go up to the city the next day to go on a date. We talked about the first date. I was like, I didn't vibe. This one, we kind of vibed. It was fun. We talked. I could definitely tell I was giving her like little butterflies in her stomach type shit. Yeah, and today is the weekly goals, and we met every weekly goal except for one. It's during my prep period. And I just kind of really said what my job is, but I was checking my personal email, and I get an email. There's an email from my old job, and I'm like, oh, what is this about? So I read it, and it's saying that I owe about $2,500 because the people in charge of like the money and finances didn't get to know that I was not employed anymore by my old work, and I dropped off the check today. I was told, yeah, I could come in, bring in the check in person, and everything will be sorted out. The person I've been in contact with didn't let anyone else know in accounting / payroll that I was coming in today, and by the time I got there, she had left for a meeting. But today, I don't know, I'm just in a bit of a bummed mood out. Not for really any reason. Everything's going well. I think I'm just overworking myself a bit, maybe. So, I don't know. Interesting day at work today, where it's gonna be even more interesting tomorrow day at work. It's also the latest I've left work on a normal day. So, it's interesting, man. We got some interesting stuff going on, but I don't want to disclose it because I really can't. Frank back with another Frank Look At, and I'm in my room and it's dark, but it's not nighttime. I'm definitely a bit inebriated. But that's cool. That's cool. We can work with inebriation. The 49ers lost. They just lost. The Cal lost. And yeah, I had a good week of work. Sort of, mostly. I guess I did. And then we won the football game. But I was in a bit of a rut yesterday. And that I don't know, I'm still kind of like, I'm out of the rut, but I'm not. I'm out of the rut. I found a new burrito place, so that's always cool. And then my coach, who also lives in the same town, said there's another one that is even better, which I've been to once just by coincidence, but I haven't, fully explored the deliciousness of it. Shorter Frank look at today because I do have to, after practice, I do have to stop by my mom's house. And that's after me and my brother usually get Mexican food on Tuesday. So it's a bit of a later night, so I'm like, why not just film it now? I always want to try and film probably the Tuesday one. Well, when I film on Tuesday for the one that comes out on Wednesday. A long, short week mainly because it's a normal work week, but it's already Wednesday and I'm exhausted. And I think that comes from, coaching a game on Saturday and we have a game on Thursday, which I think for high schoolers should not be allowed. I think maybe the first time all season, maybe, that I've gone home after not drinking a single ounce of alcohol after a game. And it's, it's Thursday, I got work tomorrow, and I just was like, I wasn't feeling it. It was, I just wasn't feeling it. It's just like, I think everyone else is taking the day off tomorrow. I'm not. So I decided just to, I'm going home. And then we went home. I, didn't really talk to any girls. I don't really feel that I'm liking the girl I've been talking to, so I'm just gonna end that. It's okay. I just gotta keep, just trying. I took a nap from like 12:30ish to 3, and it's now about to be 6. The main point of this is that for the video is yeah, dating's hard. I talked to the girl after that last video, and like I told her I was honest with her. She was respectful about it and she understood, and she was like, I really liked you. And that's what hurts me the most, is because I don't want to be an asshole, but it's just like if I'm not feeling the vibe, then then it's done, it's over with. Very draining week. So I don't know if I was the best at work or coaching wise, but I got fully out of the rut that I was in, so that's good. The teams I support, the Niners won today, Cal lost yesterday, but the Dodgers won the World Series, which I'm not very happy about, but whatever. The fucking fire alarm issue is back. And I don't know why. I literally just got it replaced. I think October 4th, it's now November 3rd. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's not doing anything right now, but like, come on, what the fuck?
Yeah, that last night was rough with the fire alarm and all that stuff. I think around an hour later, this is actually gonna come out Wednesday, so I'm good from filming until Wednesday, for Thursday. But so much shit happened yesterday.
Got dropped off by coach again, and we've had an amazing week of practice so far. Work's been all right since coming back yesterday. But we're alive.
I'm bored. I'm tired. The game, we won 42-14, all that cool stuff. Not much to say. We dominated from start to finish. Bullshit fucking team we played. Fucking bullshit Bush League shit. Refs sucked. Refs were horrible. I almost lost my shit at the end of the game because one of the other teams slammed our guy's head into the ground away from the play. The refs were like, oh, we got it. I'm like, you didn't fucking call it. Call the penalty. Protect our guys.
I'll start with the good. Got a lot of steps in. That was good. Always a good thing to get a lot of steps in. And I went on a date up in the city again. So that was good. The bad, we didn't vibe. We kind of mutually agreed at the end of it. She was chill about it. That, like, we're maybe not the best fit for each other, but it was all cool.
This Frank Look At's actually a makeup for a Frank Look At that I missed. I actually missed a day for a Frank Look At. Last week was weird. And I fucking forgot to film a Frank Look At to come out on Friday. So yeah, this is me making it up. So there's a Frank Look At coming out today, and this one's just going to come out a few hours later just to make up for it. And it's just me, just apologizing.
It's gonna be a quick weekly goals, and I'm looking pale as hell right now. It's legit. It's playoff football time, film day. Playing a team that runs the triple option pretty well. And I think a lot of teams in our bracket are thinking we're a very soft 1 seed because we didn't have the hardest schedule. And it is what it is.
Because I actually had something to talk about earlier today, and I fucking forgot to film it, and now I can't remember what I want to talk about, so whoops!
But, you know, the energy was good. The vibes are good. It was a fun practice. Both sides of the ball. Running back situation's a bit weird right now. I don't want to, like, because that makes it seem like the season is ending, which is not. We got a playoff game tomorrow, and we're going to go from there. But I did want to talk about my day today. It was a long day today.
And this, sadly, is the Frank look at. I did not want to film. Or at least not wanting to film so soon. We got eliminated first round of the playoffs. We lost in overtime in a heartbreaker.
What's going on? It's Frank back with another Frank Look At, and this is a video I promised I would make, but I didn't think I'll be making it so soon after I promised it.
We didn't meet a goal because we lost the game on Friday, but the Niners did win, and other than that, I don't really have any goals because everything is so football related.
Really, really cold today. Like, insanely cold. Like, really cold. Maybe the world is crying because we lost the playoff game on Friday.
It is about to be 6 o'clock, and I'm still at work. And I'll be at work for another hour and a half till 7:30. It's a long day, but I only gotta do it once, and I gotta leave work early on Friday. I'm actually in desperate need of an ATM. I need some money, some cash, not for anything illegal, but I'm in part of this pool, and I need to actually drop in some cash. No Venmo, I need none of that shit. So I need some cash. I need to drop some cash. It's $10, but I may drop in $20 just to be, you know, some little curious and all that. I don't know. But yeah, I need cash. So in about like a few minutes after I film this Frank Look At, I'm gonna go out and about, look for an ATM just so I could get some $20 out of it. But the Frank Look At's not much going on today for a Frank Look At. Talk about the U.S. soccer team right now, and I'm actually really happy with them. Won 2-1 against Paraguay, and then 5-1 against Uruguay. And I was skeptical of Pochettino, even though I was a Tottenham fan. But like I think he's 100% changed the mentality of U.S. soccer. And I was all fine, right? And then a coworker's like, "Oh, do you want a mocha?" I'm like, "That sounds really good. I'm gonna have a mocha." And mind you, I don't drink a lot of caffeine. So, I have a mocha, and holy shit, for the rest of the day, I felt so weird, like really fucking wired. And it's gonna be about Cal football. Oh my god, dude. The game's not even over against Stanford, and they're fucking and they've been shit the entire game. Shit. This is the date video. I always want to make a date video, and they went well. We got beers, 2 Modelos each, 4 Modelos total. The date went well. It went well. I don't know what it is I have on women, but I don't know. She really liked me, and I'm starting to question if I even have the ability to romantically like someone. We're talking about one and only Bo. Thanksgiving game predictions. I'm going to be 3 for 3 because, you know, as a football coach, I should know better. It is the end of Thanksgiving. I am back home in my apartment, and I am so chubby and full of joy. I've been pretty much bedridden for the last few hours. And that's because I've had a seizure. The day after the seizure I had yesterday. The fact that I filmed after having a seizure, just saying I had a seizure, is pretty impressive if you ask me. Not even a few hours later. What's going on? It's Frank back with another Frank Look At, and this is back with another weekly goals. I'd say this week has mostly been successful. I filmed some very interesting videos this week. First day back at work went pretty a-okay if you ask me. Once again, if you don't know what my job is, I think it's pretty obvious what my job is, but I'm not going to go into detail. But I interacted with a lot of people at work, and everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, you shaved." I'm like, I know, but my lip's been having some issues, and the inside of my lip has now, a few days later, gotten very swollen.
I am struggling to remember to record a video. And that's, I don't know why.
I don't know, I'm overthinking a lot of stuff again. I'm just overthinking in my job. I'm overthinking with how I'm interacting with people. It's a weird thing, because I have confidence, but sometimes I feel like I could just do better in everything. The draw itself took forever. Like the time before we got to the draw was insanely long. It was just a bunch of rich billionaire CEO type people sucking each other off, really. I thought it was pretty stupid. But that's whatever. I think everything involving the college football playoff committee and who's going to make the college football playoffs is stupid. But that was kind of what today was about. We had a good week of work after, Thanksgiving break. Pretty casual week. I bought something which is cool, which I didn't expect to buy, but I bought one of those scales that does my weight, BMI, body fat percentage, like how old my body is. I'm a 25-year-old man, by the way, in 27 years. That's my body age. The Sean Combs Reckoning video documentary. Holy crap, that was an insane documentary. Just hearing all the background and like all the stuff about Diddy, it's just like, wow. There's actually a lot of people in my line of work that like have social media and like, talk about on social media with TikToks, Instagram Reels. And this is like, that's not really me. I don't want to do that. When I'm ready to talk about work, I'll talk about work. I get a call today from the front desk of my apartment building, and they're letting me know that, hey, PG&E is here to shut off your electricity. And I'm like, what? That seems absurd. So we talk about it, and it turns out the former tenant of my apartment had just now realized he was still paying for the electricity and had finally canceled his electricity. Which makes me go, huh, I thought I was paying for my electricity, because I thought it was included, that the apartment complex had a thing with PG&E, and I just pay it in my utilities. Wanting to stream a bit more. My setup's, pretty mediocre, but it works. It works pretty well. But I'm trying to stream a bit more. Especially because I'm done with being done with coaching. I have a lot more free time on my hands. And I see a lot of, people complaining about the ticket prices. But first, let's just go into how FIFA, the tickets work. So you make an account on FIFA, and you click on the games you want to go to, and you select what category of tickets you want to buy. Obviously, there's different categories for how expensive tickets are. It's Saturday. This will come out on Sunday. Not really much to talk about today. I'm bored. I just got out of the shower. I'm going to the little end of the season, even though it's been over for a little bit, about a month, football banquet. Boring ass weekend. Not really too happy about it, but sometimes you just have to have those boring weekends. I'm hoping, I'm praying that next weekend is a lot of fun.
And I did not have a really good day at work today. I don't know, I'm just tired. I actually felt, I don't know, I just was in a bad mood at work.
And I was able to pull a nice little prank and actually scare a bunch of people today. I got some fluff in my hair. Let's get that fluff out of my hair. Hello. I was actually able to scare a bunch of people today at work and had a nice joke on them that I got a lot of people good on. Very gullible people.
And it's too early for this shit. It's not even 6 a.m. right now, and I'm already out of the house. That's because some coworkers wanted to get an early breakfast as the last day of work before we go on our little break. Once again, if you don't know my job, it's pretty obvious, but yeah. We are getting some Denny's this morning. Bad news. So in my job, I get a lot of gifts for the holidays.
And most of those gifts are chocolate and homemade baked goods, which is cool and all, but when you get like 10 of them, and it's not just like, like the chocolate, it's not just like a piece of chocolate. I get like a pack of chocolates. It's a lot. It gets lonely because everyone's still working. I live by myself. I get lonely, and I have not actually done good these last 2 days. And like I'm fine. Like, but it's just like I just sit around doing nothing. On Friday night, I spent about from 8 o'clock to 2:30 in the morning trying to fix up my PC. Last night, had a nice little get together with some friends, and I think it's always just good to have those get-togethers. And one of those friends I hadn't seen in like 3 years, so it was really nice. Just a little chill. We talked at their house, just talked, socialized. You could definitely tell we're getting older because that's what we didn't do anything else other than that. We just talked and socialized, and it was fun. Later than I usually did because the Niners played on Monday night, and I wanted to make sure we met the weekly goal, which we did. 21-point victory against the Colts, 48-27. I gave up a bit too many points, but Purdy was on fire. I should have made the video yesterday instead of the weekly goals. I should have done the tomorrow's Christmas Eve Nintendo Capri Sun video where I walk across the room naked, not naked, just in my undies. I should have done that. There's really not much to say for this Frank Look At than Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Hopefully everyone, whether they celebrate Christmas or not, has a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. And here's one of my 2 big gifts that I got. First big gift is a Keurig, which we're going to set up after the Frank Look At. And we'll try it out. It is Friday, right? Yeah, it's Friday. I think it has to be Friday because I have haircuts tomorrow on Saturday. I don't really know what to do. 2 things tonight. One of them, I just played some Pokemon, but then I've got sucked into the DC animated movie universe that came out in like the 2010s. There's some pretty fucking good movies in it. Bang bang Niner gang, woo! Cheers, bang bang Niner gang. Woo! Because New Year's night's Wednesday, got Thursday, probably Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Get back on to try and get to bed a bit earlier and earlier each night. That's a goal. Niners play Saturday night. Have the Niners win. I'll probably, because this seems to come out now, I'll film another introduction when I actually get to the city, and we're gonna actually maybe film our entire day in the city. We'll see though. This has been a Frank Look At. See you next time. Peace. So yeah, I didn't film shit on New Year's. But let's take through my New Year's Eve, New Year's night day, just so we have a Frank Look At. I'm really fucking tired, but we'll get to why I'm tired in a minute. So I head over to the city at around 2. I did a little streaming beforehand, and we actually had a very successful stream in terms of not viewership or people in the chat, but you know, just how I did in the stream. Then we went to the city around 2. To see my friend. We hang out for a bit. We play Scrabble. I lose. Pretty bad. I lose by like 100 points actually, so pretty bad. After I filmed the Frank Look At earlier this morning, I went to bed from like 9 to 12. Took a nap, and then I've done shit, almost jack shit the rest of the day. So I started off a New Year's nothing. I bought some nuts last weekend. It's just like, I feel like they're gaining weight because it's like some trail mix. It's a big ass like box of them, and they're just too good. I'm eating them too much. I had to lay down after watching that Niner game. 3 points? Come on. Defense didn't play great, but still only allowed 13 points. Offense was atrocious. We had a good New Year's. That was good. Week was it was alright. It was an alright week. It was raining, so I didn't do much. I did prep for back to work, so I got all my prep done, which was, again, if you don't know what my job is, that's cool. And then the Niners lost, so whatever. But even though I'm not say what my job is, I'm just gonna say what my job is. I'm a teacher, and it's like, and you know, I think I'll only ever talk about my job like if I'm like actually saying like I may say I have a bad day, but I won't go into detail. But if I ever go into detail, it's just gonna be me like actually hyping up my job because I love my job. I love working with students.
Used to being at work. Also, this hoodie fucking is deep. Holy shit! Look how deep the hoodie is. Yeah, I'm falling asleep, and like I don't usually try and go to bed till like 10:30. So maybe I need to play more video games.
Bad news is the reason I decided to game more because I kept having to restart. Definitely don't want to do as much gaming tomorrow. We'll see though. We'll see. But holy crap, Ramoni, there is a lot of negative Nelly stuff going on in the world right now that I'm not really going to get too much into. I don't know what to talk about really because there's so much crap going on in the world and it's so... it's oh, my teeth are very yellow today. Panthers, the Jaguars, the Packers, the Niners, the Patriots, and the Texans winning their the wild card games. We'll see if that happens. I could go 0 for 6 in my predictions. I'm in my kitchen. It's about 12:47 a.m. Sunday morning. I just got back from San Francisco. I went up with one of my friends to actually meet the friend I've been going up to meet quite a bit in the time. Let's talk the Niners, because the Niner game ended like an hour ago. And what did I say? I knew they would win. I knew they would win. Never in doubt. That game was actually very much in doubt. I was stressed the F out during that game. But, I don't know, the defense is scrappy. So let's have a good week. Like, we're already one day into it. And I got the plan for the rest of the week. And then, I guess another goal is the Niners beat Seattle this weekend. Will it happen? I don't know. But, I mean, I'm here for it.
I'm home, no sports that I care about to watch, and my favorite video game servers are down. Hardcore World of Warcraft, pretty fun. One life and get a restart. I go insane doing it. Got a character to level 21. Not even close to 60, but that is what it is. But yeah, very boring day today. I'm so bored. It might be a crappy AFrankLookAt because I'm in my bed and it's actually really late and I really need to record this. But the anticipation is killing me for Saturday 49ers game against the Seahawks. I'm trying not to think about it. I really am. But it's, I mean, come on, man. It's just, even though we're playing with house money, I'm still thinking about it. Tomorrow's going to be even more boring because it's a PD. At least the kids, they make the day. They keep me on my feet. They keep it interesting. But when I don't got any work to do, because there's no work tomorrow, so I'm on my prep period just being bored.
What's going on? It's Frank back with another AFrankLookAt. And we're actually going to sit up in my bed for once for one of these AFrankLookAts. I should have filmed this earlier today, but I did not. I did not film this today. And this is the NFL divisional round predictions. Do better. And starting off, we're going to go. The first, we're just going to do an order. I'm going to go the Bills over the Broncos. I'm going to think the Broncos are going to lose. I think the Broncos are going to lose. I like the Bill. I don't know. There's something like the Bills surprised me against Jacksonville, and I don't know if the Broncos have it in them this year. They had an easy-ish schedule. I don't know if Bo Nix has got it just yet. Defense is very fucking good though. But let's see. Second game, 49ers Seahawks, excuse me. Gotta go with 49ers just because I'm a Niner fan. Hello. I go off my heart. Texans, Patriots. I'm gonna go with the Patriots. I didn't like their offense at all. I didn't like the Texans' offense at all. Their defense kind of carried them a lot. Fucking CJ Stroud had so many bad plays. And yeah, and then the last game, like I said, these aren't like really in-depth predictions. Rams at Bears. I'm going with the Bears. Give me the Bears.
Niner game is not even over yet, and what's going on? It's Frank back with another AFrankLookAt. Start of the fourth quarter, but I am now throwing in the towel. With the Niners down 28. I don't know math, probably 28. It's probably 28. But I'm throwing in the towel. Well, Seattle, congrats to Seattle. They were dominantly the way better team. They were dominantly better on all three sides of the ball.
I think I've only got 2 or 3 overall correct in the playoffs so far. But yeah, Zesty Caleb Williams blew it.
What's going on? It's Frank back with another Frank Look At. And holy moly, it is day 200 for the Frank Look At. I'm so excited that we got here. I felt like these last 100 days, I kind of was a bit more in my feels a bit about like what we would talk about, a bit more, I don't know, just talking about how I feel instead of other stuff that's going on around me, which is fine. I wish I did more, but yeah, I'm just filming it like this, just so, you know, because it's kind of like how I've been filming all the ones these past 100 days. So without further ado, let's get watching. So there we go. Those were the 100 days 101 through 200 of the Frank Look At. Thank you all so much for watching, and it really means a lot for, even if usually it's just family and friends who watch them, but I get to really, you know, talk about how I feel and get a bit more of memories about stuff that's happened. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.